Everybody watch here now. So here's what we're doing. Step 1, make y the subject of the formula. Step 2, substitute for y in the next equation. Step 3, solve for x. Step 4, solve for y. All right. So we're gonna attempt that here. So let's call this equation 1. Let's call this equation 2. Right? What you said. Take up all the headphones, huh? So from equation 1, I am going to make y the subject of the formula. Okay? So I am going to say, well, okay, I have 5x plus 2y is 7. Eden, help me make y the subject here now. What to do first? Take across the 5x, nice. It becomes what? Minus 5x. Then take across the 2, it becomes divided by 2. That's okay? So now I made y the subject of the formula. Everybody okay with that? So I move across 5x, it becomes minus 5x, and then I divide everything by 2. Yourself? You okay with us? Step 2 is what? Step 2 is substitute for y here. So I'm going to call this equation 3. And I am going to substitute equation 3 in equation 2. Anybody get lost yet? We now start. Right, Kyle? So I took equation 1 and I made y the subject of the formula. Are you okay with this? Anybody lost? Now I am going to take this y and I'm going to replace it with the y I have here. I'm going to take this and write it in here, Brad. Yeah? You sure? Yeah. So I make y the subject and I'm going to now put it in here. So I'm going to take up this y and write this new y. 7 minus 5x root 2. So I'll end up with 4x minus 3 by 7 minus 5x over 2 is equal to 1. I know it's looking hard, but you'll follow what I did. How I got this? Online? Lucas, follow what I did? So I took this and I replaced it with y. Online, any questions? Jaden? Amrita? Are you okay up until here? Brad? Okay. So I make y the subject. I make y the subject and I drop it in here. So y was this. I change it to this and I drop it in here. You okay with that? Yeah. Right. How do we get rid of the fraction now? This fraction here making this whole thing look a little bit hard. All right. So I have to get rid of the fraction first. To get rid of the fraction, we're going to multiply every single term by 2. So we're going to multiply everything by 2. 2 by 4x is 8x. 2 by this, the 2's will cancel. So I'll end up with 3 by 7 minus 5x. 2 by 1 is 2. That's okay? And from here, it should be easy, right? Minus 3 by 7 is minus 21. Minus 3 by minus 5 is plus 15x. Keep your x's together. Move across your 21. So you'll end up with 23x is 23. Carry it across, x is 1. So once you reach here, it's the normal things that we've been doing before. Bring the like terms together and solve for x. Sure? And so we're done with step 1, step 2, step 3. We solve for x. Step 4, solve for y. Right? So I'm going to drop it in here. Okay? Right? I'm going to drop it in here. So y is equal to 7 minus 5 by 1 all over 2. So that's 2 over 2, which is 1. So your final answer is 1-1. Yeah. Right? So after I got rid of 2, I reach here. Right? And then I multiply it out and I got this. You okay with that? And then I bring the like terms together. I got 23x is 23, carry across 23, and I got 1. Once you do that, all your hard work finish. X is 1, drop it in here. That's okay? Up here down, take it here. Alright. Ready? Ready to try one? Same 4 steps, right? Make y the subject, substitute for y, solve for x, solve for y. Same 4 steps. Right? The good thing is you don't really get this so much in normal maths. But I still have to show you. Ready? Let me get some nice numbers here. Yeah, I think it's one time. Right? Substitution method. Do not use elimination, right? Substitution method. In exam, you can choose. In exam. Yeah, or elimination. Right, remember together the fraction, right? Ready? What's be whole numbers? Right? We have plenty more to do. Let's go again. Plenty more. Equation 1, equation 2. Online, send the values. Let's see where you got. So from equation 1, we are going to get, I'm moving across the 8x one time. You're going to get 2y is 4. I'm moving across plus 8x. It becomes minus 8x. I have 2y here, so I divide in by 2. 2 will cancel, so I'll get y is equal to 4 minus 8x all over 2. Yeah? Negative 8x plus 4 was 2. Second root. You're okay with that? Next is what? Next, I am going to substitute this in this. So I'm going to get 4x minus 3 by y, which is 4 minus 8x all over 2 is equal to 10. So I took off y and I wrote in my new y, which is 4 minus 8x on 2. When I reach here, what to do? No, multiply everything by 2. First, multiply this by 2, you'll get 8x. Multiply this by 2, it will cancel. Multiply this by 2, you'll get 20. Please remember, you're multiplying every single thing by 2. This will cancel here. Because I multiply this whole thing by 2 and the denominators cancel. Yeah, because the 2 is all cancelled off. Watch. If you have 3 on 2 by 2, what will happen here? 2 will cancel. Why what? We're multiplying by 2 because we don't want the fractions. 2 in the denominator here. So you multiply. If you done it 5, multiply everything by 5. Right? No. So you'll end up with 8x minus 12 plus 24x is 20. Keep the x's together. And here you will get 20 plus 12. So you'll get 32x is equal to 32. X is 1. You okay with that? X is 1. And then when x is 1, we have to solve for y. Y is equal to 4 minus 8 by 1 over 2. So I got 4 minus 8 over 2. I got minus 1. Copy down. Let's go again. Copy down. Let's go again. We have 10 to do. Let's how far we will reach. 10. No, it's not 10. What? Yeah. Minus 3 by this, minus 3 by this. But I'm going to get it practice. And then I bring the x's together and I solve it. Right? Online, any questions? Good job on Mr. Chetan. Well done. Ready? Taking it off, right?
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
Hurry up. Try this here. Next one. Message answers online. Another long way. Good. So, in fact, we have to go to 40 by 40. So, yeah, you're up. Yeah, you're lucky. Again, zero, nothing wrong with that. Right? Okay. Ready? Alright, let's see how it went. Online, guess some more answers. I'm missing 4 answers. So from equation 1, I got 3y to be 6 minus 6x. Y is equal to 6 minus 6x over 3. Right? And now I'm going to substitute. That'll be 8x minus 4 by 6 minus 6x over 3 is equal to 8. I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So I'll get 24x minus 4 is equal to 24. Take your time when you're multiplying out here. You'll get 24x minus 24 plus 24 is equal to 24. Keep the x's together. Carry across the minus 24 to get plus 24. This is 48x is equal to 48. Divide both sides by 48. You got x is 1. Right? When x is 1, drop it back in there. Y is equal to 6 minus 6 by 1 over 3. Right? 1, 0. 1, 0. Very good. Now we're going to the math one. Get it right? All right. I'm gonna give you a hard one now. Online, everybody okay? Right. Sometimes, watch this here. Sometimes they give you words. And you have to create equations and solve. Alright? So take a little read. Take a little read, see if you can develop the equations. And for this example only, use substitution method, nothing else. Already you can do elimination, just for this example, substitution method. All the others are there, use wherever you want, right? So take a little read and develop equations. And then solve it using substitution method. No, don't write that up. Just write the equation and solve it. Head up arm. Alright, send me a WhatsApp, right, Tanaya? Send me a WhatsApp, right? 723-0529. Yeah, 47. No, you gotta use what is. That's all what is. Please use what they say, use X and Y. Alright, you can use that in practical words, right? Any method you want, you can use, right? Any method, elimination if you want, it's up to you. Any method. Solve it one time. Solve it one time. Solve for X and Y. Any method you want. Any method you want, right? Substitution or elimination. Any method you want, right, Olia? Any method you all want.
Oh, you said 12, yeah.
Right, so I just checking on your equations to make sure we have the same thing, right? So lollipop is X, poppy is Y. So 5X plus 12Y is 61. You all got that? And next is what? 10X plus 13Y is 89. 89 here. That's one of your big mistakes. But I'm sometimes your first thing I write it. How many board now? We do all the video. Okay, I guess. And just one game. It's a competition. Just one game, 3 to 4. Just an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna wait tonight or tomorrow. All right.
What? Because
Right, elimination. Are you all dead? Right, so if you want, I'll give you some time. If you want, right, there is no need to multiply. I know I showed you a method last week, right? But remember, the objective is to get these two values the same, right? So if you want to make these two values the same, you could just multiply this by 2. Right? And then minus 7. Okay? I know I didn't show you that last week, but I just saying the next technique that you could use. Right? But last week I showed you multiply this by this value, multiply this by this value. Right? You see that will always work, right? Multiply this by 5. What is 89 by 5? 445? What's 89 by 5? Right here, I got 55. And here's how much? What's this? Minus? Yeah. No, you don't have to. I just showed you. I just following the methods from last week. You don't have to. Right? And y is what? 3. And then we can come and solve for x. You all got that 5 and 3? Oh, I get 55 and minus these 2. Oh. Some people wouldn't speak. Like, that's what I so I just say that I'm not because well, I think anybody I don't pay up in the phone. Right? So that method will go towards. So I'm saying. It's like yeah, Everybody okay with that? Sometimes it'll be a worded problem. Sometimes bad news is, see how we get in a linear equation here? Sometimes we get quadratic. So I have to show you how to solve quadratics. Right? Not like add maths, huh? Add maths you can use the calculator, in maths you can't. You have to show all the working. Right? So head up solving a quadrant. Five. Five more.
Yes.
So we have the example. Get one too. Just put it as. Right, so we have one more type of solving simultaneous to do. But before we do it, I have to show you how to solve a quadratic. Ready then, Kyle? Right, so before I show you that, right? You remember factorize? No, factorize that. Factorize that from a place. Factorize that. Two numbers when multiplied will give you minus 15, and when added will give you 9. Two numbers when multiplied will give you a by c. When added will give. Two numbers when multiplied, what you all got? Minus 5 and 3. Nice. So we have 5x squared minus 5x plus 3x minus 3. What do I factor out here? What do I factor out here? 5x. What do I factor out here? Plus 3. What's the next step? Factor out what? Factor out they both have x minus 1 in common. Right? So you factor out x minus 1 and you are left with 5x plus 3. Right? When you reach here earlier, what does this say? I think I showed you all this now. Anyway, what it's saying here is that I have a product, right? And the product is 0. So it's saying this. It's saying that A multiplied by B is 0. Can we test what A is? What A could be? Yeah. A multiplied by B is 0, right? So that means that A could be what? Or B could be. Can I apply that here? X minus 1 could be 0. So X is 1. 5x plus 3 is 0. So X is minus 3x. So we could solve a quadratic by factorization. All right, but it don't always work. So I have to show you our next one. Copy it out. Quadratic form. Right, so to solve a quadratic, the first method I showed you here, method 1, is to factorize. But the problem is they don't always factorize. So when they can't factorize, we have to be able to use the quadratic form. But I'm going to show you that now. Copy this down. Go to the calculator, go this 2 and plug in the value, right? Right. So for those with no calculator, you have to do it this long way here. Now all can do it. All right. So what's here? What's here, right? So how do we solve method 2? Right? Method 2 is this long formula here. Right? So we have to do the quadratic formula, right? Huh? Right. So watch here. If your calculator can't do it, you have no choice, you have to use this here. Right? So if you can't factorize, if you cannot factorize, you have to do this. Right? So let's take a look at the example. A is what? A is how much then? A is 5. B is how much? -2. And C is how much? -3. So I can plug it in here. X is equal to -2 plus and minus the square root of -2 squared 4 by 5 by C. All over 2 by 5. Right, Mariah? Oh, you'll do this already. Right, so you plug in your A, you plug in your B, and you plug in your C. Are you okay with that? Right? Yeah, so you gotta learn it. And you just plug in A, you plug in B, and you plug in C.
Okay.
So you just substitute. Luca? Where you get lost? No, don't worry with that. You can miss that. You want to go back and watch that. Right? A, B, and C. You okay with that? Substitute A, substitute B, and substitute C. And now I'm going to multiply it out. So X is equal to, all here, all here. This one here. Minus by minus, that's +2. Expand this out. -2 squared is 4. Minus and a minus is plus, right? 4 by 5 by 3, that's 60 plus. That's okay? This is 4 plus 60 all over 10. So you're going to get x is equal to 2 plus and minus the square root of 64 over 10. When I reach here, what to do? When I reach here, what to do, Alia? Plus and minus means what? Right, you're doing it twice. You're doing it as 2 plus the square root of 64 on 10. And then 2 minus the square root of 64 on 10. Okay? So 2 plus this and 2 minus this. Put it in the calculator. You'll get 2 plus 8 is 10. On 10 is 1. 2 minus 8 is minus 6 over 10. Same answers. Same answers, right? 1 and minus 3 plus. I know it's long, but we gotta be able to do it that way as well.
Minus
All right, so whenever you see a quadratic, how do we solve it? Whenever you see a quadratic, to solve it, if it can't factorize, you gotta come here. If you don't know how to factorize, you gotta come here. Okay? But if you can factorize, you don't need to do this. All right? So here we're going to do now. I am going to combine what we did at the beginning of the class and this. So I'm going to give you a solving simultaneous, where you're going to get quadratic to solve. All right? Only one we do the live. Go ahead. Have fun. Solve simultaneously. Right? You cannot use elimination method here. Only substitution method will work. Copy it down. Right? Please do the second equation and make y the subject in the second only. And think this is back, right? Oh yeah. Substitution, right? Please use x plus y equal to 3, right? Make y the subject from here. This is the easier equation to work with, right? What is y equal to this? Right? 3 minus 1. It doesn't matter, but you do have one substitution. You can make x something. One time there is substitute. Right. Because you have 2x is x squared. Okay, so make y is this is what? Oh yeah, last one earlier. Last one. This one can factorize, right? So you don't have to use the formula.
X is equal
I remember you will get a graphic. And June 27th. This is number. Right, so we made y the subject of the formula. And then we substitute y in here. So we have x squared plus 2x by 3 minus x is 5. Right? Same thing we did in the last set. The problem is this. When I expand this out, I'll get 6x minus 2x squared. Do I leave the 5 on this side earlier? No. Minus 5 is 0. Wow. Right? Bring the x squares together. So you'll get x squared minus 2x squared plus 6x minus 5 is 0. What is this here? This will give me, right? I don't like the minus sign here, so I just get rid of it. x squared minus 6x plus 5 is 0. Now I can factorize this. Yeah, it can factorize, right? I got minus 5 minus 1. So my answers are x is 1 and if it can't factorize, you gotta use the long formula. If it can factorize, look how short it is. And then time for y. Y is 3 minus 1. And here, y is 3 minus 5. Right? I wouldn't give you any more like these because these already come. I just wanted to show you. The last time this came was 27. Didn't come after that. Right? But I'm still showing you because I want you to be able to do it. No. Right? So you have to be able to factorize, right? I want you to practice the factorization. Okay? No, one more. All right. That's surely, you know. All right, so what's your here? Although this doesn't come, I want you to understand something, right? Yes, we're using substitution method. So when you substitute, you will get something like this. Right? Whenever you have to solve something like this, please make sure that the equation is equal to 0, right? Don't leave the 5 on the side. Make sure it's equal to 0. Make sure you can identify A, B, and C. All right? I am going to just do it the long way and that's it. Right? A is equal to 1. Actually, I'm going to use these values here. A is 1. B is minus 6. And C is 5. So I just doing about the formula, right? So x is equal to minus 6 plus and minus the square root of minus 6 squared 4 by A by C all over 2 by 8. So we will get x is equal to 6, 36 minus 20 all over 2. So you'll end up with 6 plus 16 on 2, 6 minus 16 on 2. So you'll end up with 6 plus 4 on 2, that's 5. 6 minus 4 is 2 and 2 is 1. All right? If you use the long formula, you're getting the same thing. No, I do. All right? You're okay with this? Yeah? So you had to practice the formula. Come on the board and you do what everybody else do. All right? So if you have to solve a quadratic all you have to do is figure out what is A, B, and C and plug it into the formula. All right? So we'll do a few more of these next week. Right? If you lost, come. I'm going to show you one time. You can do some more. Everybody else, that's it there. All right, we'll stop.